Okay, guys, welcome to the webinar. We are getting ready to get started. We'll give it just a few more minutes, get a few people back online. Just some confusion things, just in case I start looking to my right. This is where I can run the show. This is where the show is. So sometimes I'm looking to my right and checking things out. Some overview things. Now, just some house cleaning, I guess is the best way to say it. And we're going to be walking through the webinar. We're going to be hitting certain foods and supplements and things. Now, if you find that you like something, I want to get that one. You have the opportunity underneath the under the comments section. You can see should be 3 links. One link is to click on to get supplements. Now, all you do there is simple. You put in your name. You just follow the data as it says, and at the end it says what supplement would you like. Keep that open during the broadcast. And as we're going through these supplements, you say, boy, that one makes sense to me. I think this is one for me. All you do is type it in the little spot where for me. Now, don't close it. Just put a comma and keep adding to it as you go through it. Because you're going to forget by the time we get to the end, what was that one again? Now, if you're not into technology and this is already scary enough just to watch this thing, I want you can just jot it down, okay? Now, the reason you want to do it technologically, if possible, is you click at the end, you're going to click send, and we're going to receive that. We'll put your name on there. Everything's ready. We'll pull all your supplements and get you ready. Now, there is a secret code sitting right here in front of me. You cannot see it yet because there'll be a secret code at the end, and we're going to walk through the same process at the end to make sure everybody knows what they're doing. Because the person that's the most confused is typically me. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and click on that so you guys can see the mini picture of me and the bigger picture of what's going on. So let's talk about this. How does this work? Now, I just mentioned this before, but that's the link, and that should be listed down below for supplements. Now, the other one underneath that says voucher. And guys, this is what you want to serve and save others, okay? I want you to realize that right now is the time. This is the time that I've been stressing to people for a lifetime, a millennia, that we need to be healthy. We need to be healthy. We need to be strong. Not only so we can enjoy our life and have the life of our dreams, which is what I want for each and every one of you out there. But right now it's even more critical, which you'll find out why as we get to the end when we talk about herd immunity. So right now, everybody needs to be strong. So number 1, supplements. Go into there, fill out the jot form, save it till the end and push send, and we'll have those supplements pulled for you. Now, if you want to pick them up individually, you can do that as well. And there'll be a link on there and you can pick up those at the end. You can buy them online. They can be shipped to you directly. All right. Now, the voucher, that's for people that are guests on this line. I hope you guys all of my patients shared that voucher. You guys can click on that and sign up for an exam. But I want you guys to copy that, paste it, and save it, and forward that to everybody you love. Because by the time we're done, I hope you're thinking about everybody else so we can help them get better. All right? Now, the top supplement, I said that already, it's for the upper and lower part. Fill out the data. I already said that. We'll pull them, have them ready, and then make sure we'll give you the secret code at the end. So when you walk in the door, you got to tell us the secret code and let us know. Okay, again, writing down the supplements is fine. Remember, all products and all supplements are on sale, not just the ones on the program. So if you want to pick up your lifetime supplements, you put those in there. If you don't know what they are, come in, tell us the secret code, we'll pull them. Either way, guys, we'll get you the discount. Make sure you guys do take advantage of the discount program and then forward the voucher to friends. All right. So again, what's this about? Well, it's about this silly thing called COVID-19. All right. Everything we're doing right now, our entire lives are being driven by this thing called COVID-19. And we want to make sure you have lasting immunity, all right? Prevention, this is the key. We want to make you powerful. But that's not the name of this program. What's it called? I forgot the name. Oh, yeah, it's called Immune Boosting Foods. So we want to make sure we're hitting essential number 3, along with all the other essentials as well. Now, what does the immune system do again? I forgot. Hopefully you guys all remember. Oh, yeah, I remember. It's to help fight bugs, viruses, bacteria, parasites, cancer. This is what the immune system is for. It helps to kill bad things. We want to have a very strong and powerful immune system, again, for this COVID-19 concept. But here's what I ask you a very important question. If germs are so bad, they make you sick, then how can you explain this? You have a whole family of 10 people or something, and everybody gets sick except for one person. See, we got to think, you guys. I got to get you beyond the fear and the apprehension and the rhetoric and the freaking media, and start thinking. Start using the cortex God gave you. Bugs don't make us sick. Now, if bugs make us sick, every single person in the family should get it, right? If genetics gives us cancer, every single person in the family should get the cancer, right? Well, explain this to me then. All right. Masha and Dasha. Now, I want you to look at these guys. These are conjoinal Siamese twins. All right. Now, they have everything in common inside their body. They have the same immune system. They have the same set of lungs, the same heart, the same everything, but they have two separate nervous systems. Isn't that interesting? So with this in mind, it's the nervous system that drives this, guys. See, watch. Masha, on the left-hand side, he gets exposed to COVID virus, but his immune system is powerful because his nervous system is strong. It's connecting beautifully to that immune system, keeping him from getting sick. Now, on the right-hand side, you got Dasha. Now, Dasha has a misalignment, what we call a subluxation. The spine gets misaligned and it pinches the nerve. So the communication between the immune system and his nervous system is broken down. The brain can't tell the body to fight the infection. So what happens? Dasha gets sick, Masha does not. Do you understand? This is about the nervous system. It's about core chiropractic. That's what we do. Now, at the last webinar, we talked about max immunity. We put this up here and it said, you can have and you've been consistently receiving chiropractic for 5 years, you have a 200% boost in your immune system. Well, for years, I've been telling patients that your immune system boosts up 300%. Well, that's a little different study. And that's this one right here. These are chiropractic wellness patients, the same concept. Inside our body, we have something called the serum thiol, Thiol. It is a DNA repair enzyme that it protects your immune system. If you get damaged, the thiol repairs the DNA and you're back at 100%. So you have elevated serum thiol. When you get exposed to all these parasites, bacteria, whatever, the DNA gets damaged, gets repaired, and your immune system's rocking. Now there's the study, and we get 300% improvement with that one. So there's a nice little reference for 300% by the use of chiropractic. Think of Masha and Dasha. If you don't buy into it, think about those two kids, those two guys. One would get sick, one would not. They have separate immune systems, separate nervous systems, and that's the key. It's the nervous system that gets us there. Now, where is the immune system located? Well, it's in two primary spots. One is the spleen, the other one is inside the gut. So we got to remember the nervous system connects to the gut, and that's going to help maximize your immune system. So we got to make sure that immune system is connected. So this is all about nervous system. This is the key. Now, you guys know this already, and if you don't, it's time to learn it. From the side view, the arcs of the spine have to be exactly 45 degrees. And from the front, it's got to be straight up and down. None of that scoliosis crap, as I always say. Now, when you've got these beautiful arcs, you are now subluxation free. You now can have a healthy body. Now, there's your immune system inside your gut. There's your immune system inside your spleen. So that nerve right there is called the vagus nerve. It's the longest nerve in the body. We're chasing it down, and that's a perfect connection into that gut. You get invaded with COVID virus. The immune system is called through that nerve right there. The colon then releases all those immunoglobulins into the bloodstream, and the immune system is maximized. Okay, well, we got a backup plan right here. Okay, 70% is in the gut. We have 30% through the celiac plexus that connects into the spleen. Follow me? We get the nerve system connected. We maximize the immune system. The body can't get sick through COVID virus. But let's block it. Let's subluxate those two areas. The brain can't talk to the body. The body can't talk to the brain. The immune system is now compromised. All right? Very compromised. Now, you guys have seen this before, but I'm going to tie it in the context of COVID-19. Now, our goal in this office, nothing is different than it's been since the first day I opened this practice. Our goal is optimized health, 100% health function. That's it. And the opposite of health is death. The inanimation of life, the absence of health is death. You got me? So we've got to get you 100% healthy. So not only will you fight the COVID virus, but you're going to live that epic life doing the things you love because you're not focused on symptoms and disease and cancer. It's not about health. This whole office is about life. And that's what we're all about, maximizing life. Now, in order to express a symptom, you have to have 60% damage to the immune system. Or sorry, to the nervous system, excuse me. Now, over here, when you're 100% healthy, you'll feel great. You feel amazing, epic, phenomenal, whatever word you want to put to it. But the part you guys forget is you still feel exactly the same when you're sitting at 61%. So you cannot feel the damage that's being done most of the time, which means that blockage is at your immune system. You're now immunocompromised without the classics of heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and the elderly, right? So we want to get you over there to the far right-hand side at 100% great health. That's what we're all about. So, and what is the purpose of a symptom? Guys, it's just like this stoplight. It's just like this walk. It's a warning signal. Don't do this. But you see, we ignore those symptoms, or worse than that, we end up doing things like pharmacology. Now, in the beginning, expressing mild symptoms, very simple. You ignore to go to the grocery store, buying some Advil, Tylenol, Aleve. Now, once you start expressing symptoms, this is scaled. It gets up to the point of extreme where it becomes severe. And then you end up in a medical office getting a prescription medication. Isn't that glorious? And what was the purpose of symptoms again? To protect you, to tell you something's wrong, help me, take me, get me healthy again. But we use the drugs to mask the symptoms, but that doesn't fix the cause of the problem. So you end up in a test, a blood test, like is demonstrated here. Could be an X-ray, an MRI, could be any number of medical tests. Shoot, there's more tests in the planet. Look at Anschutz up there. The building is enormous, and it's all for diagnostics. So they run a diagnostic test, and what do they tell you? Nothing's wrong. Was that even close to a true statement? No, because we look at that little dot right next to severe there, that orange dot, that's the threshold of disease. So when a medical doctor, one, tells you nothing's wrong with you, what he really meant to say is, congratulations, you don't have a disease. You should be celebrating, right? But you don't. You get frustrated. Then you end up in a second doctor's office. He concludes the same thing from his battery of tests. And MD number 3, he finally finds it, doesn't he? But it's not because he was such a genius. See, these guys are in a system that they are managing symptoms and treating diseases. That's all they do. So when the test comes up negative, enough time passes, you finally jump over that threshold of disease, and then we're into things like surgeries, lifetime management with drugs, those types of things. And let's say hypothetically that you get cancer. Okay, use that as an example. They cut out the cancer, they burn the cancer, and they destroy the cancer, right? Then what do they tell you? Congratulations, you're cured of the disease. Well, explain to me why 90% of these cancers come back. Because the purpose of the medical procedure and the treatment of disease is to make you not be dead, not to restore you back to good health. And health is when your body's nervous system is functioning at its optimum. You see, it's all about health of the nervous system. So having a COVID-19 with 61% compromise, you feel great, but you end up sick and then you die. You see, that's the thing. If you're expressing 61% health, you're 41% left, you're immune compromised. You get exposed and then you die. You see, so this is not about the masks and social distancing. This is about getting the body healthy. The reason we get sick and die from COVID is because our body is not healthy. That's it. Remember, you feel great at 61. So let's make sure this is all clear. On the right-hand side, that's the connection through the vagus nerve and the various nerves into the immune system. If the brain and gut connections are compromised, even in the absence of symptoms, your immune system cannot and will not function at its optimum. Period. End of story. Drop the mic. Who needs our help? Who needs care? Guys, Everybody needs our help because you don't know. Now, you do know if you're expressing symptoms, you're compromised. If you're diseased, diabetes, cancer, heart disease, older folks, we know you're immune compromised. But what about the 61%? You see, that's everybody. So download the voucher, share it with everyone. I want this webinar to transform our state from a COVID virus masking into kicking butt and healthy people by optimizing the nervous system. But it's not just chiropractic. It is called corrective chiropractic. And there's a distinct difference. Our goal is the x-ray on the right, perfect arc, not the x-ray on the left. This is a before and after one of my patients with a beautiful curve. There is a difference. So the answers, as it's always been, is through the 5 essentials. Core chiropractic, we spent a boatload of time on that. I wanted to hit it hard and big at the front end so that everybody would realize, make your adjustments, get your correction, stop missing and get back on track. Nutrition, mindset, oxygen and exercise, and minimizing exposure. So let's create a pandemic, shall we? Let's do it. How do we do that? Well, how about we do the exact opposite of the 5 essentials? Because that's where this pandemic is coming from. So no chiropractic care, stress mindset. Let's stress ourselves to the hilt. Let's have rotten nutrition. Let's have low oxygen and no exercise. And let's go ahead and maximize the toxin, shall we? So we just learned about the chiropractic picture, didn't we? The chiropractic side of it. So let's close the chiropractic offices. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Let's go ahead and take the people who are the healthiest people on the planet getting even regular chiropractic, but those getting corrective chiropractic, all of you out there, let's close the office and put yourself at risk for dying from COVID-19. That is insanity. That's insanity, boys and girls, and that is ridiculous. So everybody needs that chiropractic care. But let's do this. Let's create a pandemic by having a stressful mindset. You like the way I kind of put the little triangle upside down and off to the side and put a stressed out guy in the middle? That's how you create it. And this is why. Watch. Stress induces pro-inflammatory activities and activates the adrenaline response, which is an inflammatory. It creates a systemic inflammation effect. That causes something called the cytokine storm, the storm of cytokine. The body is crazy, cortisol skyrockets, that thins out the gut. And where is the immune system located again? 70%? In the gut. So let's stress people out by getting them on media. Let's have the media torturing us every day with deaths and this and that. Now we got people that are freaking downtown Denver throwing stuff through windows, looting, and I mean, it's ridiculous. Look at that poor woman there. That's what I feel like 90% of the time. So we've got to make sure that we're getting adjusted to protect that. Okay? And managing our stress. Now, the supplement I'm going to recommend, and this is where you go right here. Okay. So click on that link and then you're going to start putting in your supplement. So if you are that stressed out monger that's having trouble dealing with all this stuff, Adrenal Calm. This will calm the adrenals, lower cortisol levels, and your gut will start to heal and your immune system will start to heal. And you're going to feel a heck of a lot better too. So Adrenal Calm, that's what I'm recommending for this seminar right here. Okay. So let's make sure we get on that link and make sure that happens. All right. So next thing, let's go ahead and destroy nutrition. Let's do something really genius. Let's close the healthy organic market, shall we? And let's make sure everybody makes it through the McDonald's, the Burger King, and the pick your favorite fast food market. Yeah, let's destroy nutrition, damage the nutrition, which is going to help to destroy your immune system. So we got to close the fast food, open up those healthy markets, get away from the poisonous foods, get back into the healthy organic foods. Now, we're going to recommend that right now during COVID-19, advanced eating. If you look in the middle, it says inflammation and disease management. Inflammatory. If you have disease, if you have inflammation, we've got to get the inflammation under control. Very simple. And we have a book called the Align Your Health book. It's not on the PowerPoint, but you can sure pick that up. Advanced eating, very simple. Organic animal products and organic vegetables. That brings down inflammation, which then lowers cortisol, supports the immune system. You see? Now, the core eating, the difference is you're going to add in the healthy organic grains and your organic fruits back in. All right. But again, for the sake of our conversation today, immune system, we want to be on advanced eating. Okay. So let's create the pandemic. What else would we do? I know. Let's close the gyms. Let's shut down oxygen levels. In fact, let's do something insane, shall we? Let's put on a mask. Let's block the virus, okay? Because ultimately, Corona, guys, Corona is not going to go away, okay? If you hide in your basement with a mask and gloves and full face and papers and you're wearing everything humanly possible to block this virus, guys, ultimately you're going to have to get exposed. And by using a mask, you're lowering your oxygen levels, which Corona hates, and you're increasing the acidity of the blood through carbon dioxide. You're making yourself sick. So this is now, all these are studies. And I wanted to make sure I quoted studies on this. This is not my opinion. Okay, from the CDC, gloves. For general public health, CDC recommends wearing gloves when you are cleaning and caring for someone who is sick. In most situations, like running errands, wearing gloves is not necessary. There it is right there. The Center for Disease Control. That's what they said about gloves. So let's wear gloves, shall we? I know Dr. Fauci, he would recommend masks, right? Right now, in the USA, people should not be walking around with masks. It might make people feel better, but it might even block a droplet or two, but it's not providing the perfect protection people are thinking about. And often there's unintended consequences. People are fiddling with their masks and touching their face. That's how this thing gets spread. You touch something and then you touch your face and it goes inside your lungs and then you fill up with liquid and congratulations, you're now going to die. Do you see? So let's fiddle with my mask. Let's touch my face. It's like ridiculous. You see, that's from Fauci. He's the guy, he's the king of all this, right? Medical News Today. This is a long and hard fought debate. International specialists and decision makers have not reached a consensus. Every state is different. It's insane. Now, I'm not telling you that if you are compromised, if you feel better with the mask, by God, wear it. If you feel better with gloves, by God, wear it. But in time, you're going to have to be exposed, but you've got to do so in a strong and powerful state. World Health Organization, medical masks like this one meaning the typical mask, the non-medical mask, but medical masks have their own side effects, okay? One cannot protect against the coronavirus with that use alone. If you do not express symptoms of cough, fever, difficulty breathing, you do not have to wear a mask because there's no evidence they protect people who are not sick. World Health Organization. This is not the Inquirer. This is not your Uncle Bob. The World Health, more. However, there is currently no evidence that wearing a mask, whether medical or other types, by a healthy person in a wider community setting, including universal community masking, can prevent the infection like Corona. A medical mask is not required, and no evidence is available on its usefulness to protect non-sick people. So what do you got to do? You got to lower carbon dioxide and increase oxygen. How do you do that? Guys, we teach it in our office, Max T3. Crack the seal on it, log in, and get on. Every Tuesday and Thursday, we're on Facebook Live, exercising with you. Get off the couch and join us. Boost up your oxygen, lower your CO2, and get healthy. I know. Let's create a pandemic by maximizing toxins. Let's open the liquor stores, and let's open up the pot shops. You see? That's great for our body, right? Toxins lower immune function. It's known. So we have to detox. So there's our second supplement we're recommending. It's the detox system. Guys, everybody, we live in a toxic world, okay? Even without the pot shops and the alcohol, we breathing bad air. The food is toxic. The toxic chemicals in the drive-through. Guys, we need to clean our bodies to boost our immune system. So I'm going to encourage you to, in your list or on your paper, write down the detox system, and we'll get that pulled and ordered for you. Okay? And again, if you're from out of town, click on the links and we'll get you that sent out. Okay? All right. So what is the natural response? So your body has a natural response to the immune system, period. The first line of defense is the systemic inflammation. It's the dropping of the atomic bomb. So here it is. This is your body, happy and healthy. Everything's going beautifully. And then you get invaded with COVID virus. It's all over the place. It's in your body. It's here. It's there. What does the body do? It drops the atomic bomb. Boom. Kills everything, creates all this debris and everything else. Think about the first Gulf War. What they do? They bombed and they bombed and they bombed and they bombed, so that they were basically killing anybody. I mean, it's just like the broad-based strokes, if you will. Okay, we call this systemic inflammation. Now, that's not necessarily good, so we have to clean this up in a timely manner. And this is very, very important. You get this. Second line of defense, that's the antigen antibody response. And see the little bug in the center there, that's your antigen, and those are the antibodies, and your T cells getting in there killing them. This is the troops. We're bringing in the army now. We've bombed the site. Now we're going to bring in the troops and the sharpshooters, and we're going to sniper attack and get these guys. We're going to get the COVID. Bam, bam, bam. You see, it's just a battle that's happening. But as long as your immune system's strong, it's going to happen this way. Okay. Now, what we're going to encourage you to eat is the advanced eating plan with a little bit of a twist. It's ketogenic. We want you to consume 65 to 77% of your fat. If your food should come from fat, that's organic coconut oil, olive oil, your avocados, raw nuts and seeds, and your organic butters. Guys, these are going to be critical for helping your body heal. But watch me, because this is important. There's good news and bad news as it relates to the ketogenic high-fat diet. Now, when you first get sick from the virus, okay, you're hanging out, you're feeling great, life is a dream, sweetheart. Then all of a sudden, I'm not feeling so good, okay? The absolute worst thing you could do at that point is be eating ketogenic. So instantly, you convert over to the fibrous carbs, increase your protein a little bit for your immune system, and lower your fats. Okay, because when you're eating ketogenic, mortality increases, your chance of dying early. First 24 hours, no high fat. Now, watch this though. After that, when you're in the peak of the illness, I feel like garbage. I don't want anything to happen to me. I feel terrible. That's when you crank up the ketogenic diet, because now you're going to boost the immune response. You're going to feed your immune system with that healthy organic fat, and that's going to decrease the chance of mortality. Okay? So once again, when not expressing symptoms, follow the ketogenic diet to keep the lean muscle mass and your immune system powerful and strong. Okay? Now, when expressing symptoms, follow me. Increase your fibrous carbs and decrease your healthy fats with a moderate protein early in the expression of symptoms. Peak symptoms now, crank it out. Add this and add your healthy fish oil supplement, Optimum Omegas. During the peak of the illness, now right now, you should be doing this. Optimum Omega, ketogenic, crank up the immune system, support the body's strength. Optimum Omega is a part of that. Now, if you do happen to express symptoms of any type of illness, whether it's COVID at night or whatever, stop the fats, stop this, allow 24 hours to pass, then crank it back up again. And this is where you're going to be doing it with the Optimum Omega supplement. Okay? Second immune response, something called gamma delta T cells. It fights infections during a calorie-deprived state. Now, think about this, all right? When you are fasting, now again, I'm going to give you a caveat here. What we teach is intermittent fasting. That means 16-hour fast, 8-hour eating window for most people. If you're a fertile female, that's a 10-hour eating window, okay? And the fast is a little bit less. But during these fasting intermittent states, it boosts up your immune system. Now, that works up to 24-hour fasts. Over 24 hours, it starts to deplete out your immune system. So critical that you intermittent fast using the Delta Ts. During ketogenic eating and intermittent fasting 3 days a week, the body kills the cells invaded by the virus. You see, the virus comes in. Viruses don't do anything on their own. They're just basically DNA. They inject their DNA into the cells of our own body, and then these cells become activated and our own cells kill us. So what happens during this intermittent fasting with laser-like efficiency, the immune system pow, 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 kills the infected cells. It's a beautiful system. So intermittent fasting, good. And vitamin C. Okay. Now, vitamin C, guys, has been shown. Now, human beings, I was going to say Americans, but human beings cannot make their own vitamin C. Okay. Many animals can. So we have to make sure we're cranking up that vitamin C. So what happens when the immune system is activated, the immune system eats the vitamin C that you have in your stores and it starts using it to kill. So it's like a turbo fuel for your troops. All right. Now, if you start depleting out your vitamin C, instantly your immune system is compromised. So guess what, guys? Your mom was right. Take the vitamin C when you're not feeling up to snuff. Okay, something called de novo lipogenesis, the creation of new fat. All right, this is not a good thing. The fat creation, immune blocking effects of this. We don't want that. So what creates de novo lipogenesis? When you consume grains and especially fruits. The fructose in fruit is terrible about immune system. So actually it's very, very dangerous to the immune system. So what it does, lipogenesis takes the sugar you eat, converts it into fat, and that feeds the virus. All right. So that fat strengthens the virus. So ketogenic eating limits that. It starves out the virus. But again, in the timing I've already described. Okay. All right. Hopefully you're getting this. Now, the challenge with that is that what am I going to get? I need some of my healthy fruits, don't I? Well, that's what Greens First is all about. It's a supplement that will help to basically provide the vegetables and the fruits you need to stimulate immune function without worrying about the sugar. All right. So that's what it's all about. It starves the virus by doing your greens. So greens, critical for immune system boosting. So make sure that you're getting your greens. All right. So write that on your list, write that down. All right. Now, right in the middle of this thing, I wanted to stop in the center and just do a little a break. If I'm not taking a potty break, I'm going to sit here and talk to you. All right. But we're doing a free giveaway. Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go into the comments section and say, hey, Dr. Ray, I'm here. Dr. Ray, this is awesome. And anything you want to post in there, especially positive stuff, anything you want to say, but make sure you put in there. Now, when you post in there, we're going to count up your posts and we're going to do a drawing and give away a bottle of vitamin C. So we're doing a drawing. So it's for vitamin C. So all you got to do, the minimum is put your name in and type the word here. And then we'll see all those wonderful comments pop in. And I can read that after the program's over because it freaks me out if I'm doing anything but doing the program. All right. So giveaway, get in the comments section, write down, Dr. Ray, you're awesome. This is great. I'm here. Share with friends, share the link, share this program. Guys, people need to be empowered. All right. So let's talk about this in the bigger picture. Okay. So the brain and the immune system are connected intimately through that connection. So we get subluxated. That means the gut is starting to become damaged. We get stressed out. That thins the gut, raises sugar levels, feeds the gut pathogens. The toxins build up, the undigested food material. Then the doctor gives you drugs to suppress the symptoms. Those nasty pathogens start building in your gut and we damage the gut. In the center, it says GI inflammation. Now, on the left-hand side of a little picture, you see the little cells are bound up real tight. What happens is various things like zonulin, which is part of the gluten problem, widens those junctions. That creates food intolerances, and you end up with the immune system compromise. This is exactly how it works. And if you stick with this long enough, it leads to autoimmunity, and that can cause, most commonly for women, is thyroid, also gut cancers, diabetes, heart disease. I mean, any kind of autoimmune problem. So what do we got to do? We got to nuke the bad bugs, okay? We got to nuke them and get them out of there, all right? So what we're going to use is something called Max GI. Now, Max GI is really, really cool because what it does is has something in it called Bacillus subtilis. It's an actual bacteria that plugs into the gut. And what it does is it chops off all the bacteria trying to implant itself, kills them, and then you take it out the poop chute. So that's not the only thing that's in there, but very, very good supplement for enhancing your immune system. Step number 2, we got to nourish the gut. Okay, kombucha, sauerkraut, pickles, the easiest ones, cucumbers, celery, all these things the gut absolutely adores. So if you can get yourself fermented foods inside your gut, Wonderful, wonderful thing to help immune function. Now, guys, I hope Amanda, I didn't tell her about this. I hope she remembered, but this is the gut healing smoothie. So this is the way you can boost up your immune system. So I'm going to leave it here for just a second. If you want to, grab your phone, take a quick snapshot of this, because I'm not sure I remembered if she put that in. I hope she did. But if not, make sure you guys are taking a quick snapshot of that with your phone. Again, blueberries. Blueberries are huge for their oxidative protection. Again, when you're doing things to curb all the debris, that's oxidative stress, that frees your immune system to fight things like the COVID virus. So anyway, hope you got your phone. Hope you got a snapshot. If not, watch it on the rerun. It'll be there. Okay. All right. So things we're going to do to boost the immune system, help your gut, excuse me. Magnesium glycinate. Now, guys, magnesium, if you're not taking a magnesium supplement now, you're freaking insane, because magnesium is critical for over 400 metabolic processes in this thing we call us. So magnesium glycinate, huge. So that's one you want to write down, mag glycinate. Okay. And make sure you put that on the order form. And the gut renew powder, this is going to help to repair the damage to the gut that's already been done, cranking up your immune function and making yourself heal. All right. And then vitamin D. Now, vitamin D, guys, activates the immune system. All right. We talked about some of the downstream approaches. We just did a video today, actually, on systemic inflammation. I encourage you to watch that on our Facebook page and then on our YouTube channel as well. But vitamin D has the healthy probiotics, our supplement right here. And the vitamin D activates the immune system. And vitamin D, guys, is precursors for all kinds of wonderful things like testosterone, estrogen, progesterone, aldosterone, about 1 billion hormones. So vitamin D, critical. And it's been said, boost up your vitamin D, you can't die from cancer, because the vitamin D activates the immune system. See, body's smart. All right. So we got to improve your immunity today. What are you going to do? Follow the advanced eating and increase those healthy fats in the timely manner as I described it. Okay. Don't go crazy. Minimize your toxic exposure. Avoid the things that are making your body sick. Now, again, even if you are exposing yourself, make sure you do your detox system. Okay. And pick up your immune boosting bundles, which we're going to talk about. Now, at the bare minimum, the one you want to write down, or the one you want to put in your little thing you're going to forward to us at the end of the program, Gut Renew. All right. Gut Renew. That's going to be your biggest bang for your buck on this whole thing. Okay. Now, I'm going to get into herd immunity. All right. Now, again, I mentioned this to a lot of patients, but I think you guys think I'm strange, because only like one person in a million heard of a chickenpox party. Let me tell you how it works. Okay. Your kid gets chickenpox. You call all the moms in the world and you say, come on over, let's give them all chickenpox. Now, why would you want to do such a thing? That sounds horrid, doesn't it? No, because when you're now, I want you to, this happened when I had the chickenpox party when I was a kid. Now, guys, I'm older than I want to say, but when I was a kid, that was years ago. We were stronger children. We're outside playing. We're in the sun. We're eating healthy organic foods. We're healthier children back then. So you had a very, very, very healthy population of kids. Bring them over. Let's expose them to chickenpox. They get exposed. They get the antibodies. Now, guess what? Chickenpox can't get them anymore, can they? Now, let's think about this. As adults, we get exposed to chickenpox. What does everybody say? Dangerous. You can die from it. Why? Because now you're immune compromised. Remember, 61%, I feel fine, get exposed to the chickenpox, and you could die from it. It's the same thing here. See, herd immunity is just like the chickenpox party, but let's envision for a second a chickenpox party in a Covenpox party, shall we? The ultimate Coven. I think I have actually put that on. Nope, I didn't. Okay, the Covenpox party. Let's just expose everybody, because in the end, everybody's going to get exposed. The only problem is we have an immune compromised country. We have people with cancer, diabetes, heart disease, more than anywhere else in the world. We are an older population, not as old as Italy. And see, Italy died because of their older population. And then, but what about that? What about the 61%? The ones that are immune compromised and don't know it, that are out there running around. And let's just have a ultimate Covenpox party, or whatever term you want to call it. Well, gosh, people would die. You see what I'm getting at? We have to be strong. I want to change. I want you guys to take a mind vision quest with me. Let's take every single person in the United States and let's get them under corrective chiropractic care. Their body's nervous system is at 100%. We add in all the other 5 essentials. What's going to happen to the pandemic? It's going to be gone. Why? Because now we can have a COVID party. Everybody's going to get exposed. The antibodies will show up. Nobody's going to manifest symptoms, or they may have mild symptoms. Maybe they get sick for a few days. Some chicken soup and 3 days in the bed, and bam, you're out and it's over. We could be through this like that if we just got everybody under chiropractic corrective care and the 5 critical essentials. That's all we got to do. But see, you can't hide from it. You can't hide from it anymore. We can't hunker down in our basements, put on a mask, wear gloves, full face in papers, watch videos on television, eat junk food, poison our bodies, not get adjusted, not exercise, increase carbon dioxide, and expect to win this war. So what are they going to do? Let's come up with let's do a vaccination. Guys, you remember the swine flu fiasco? So many people died because they rushed it to market. Everybody walked up, lifted up their arm, took the shot, and everybody got sick. Not everybody. Ton of people got sick and many died. You don't think that's going to happen again? When they come up with the vaccination, I want you to be the last one that's in line. Now, I'm not telling you guys do what your heart tells you to do, but hopefully it made logical sense. But I want you to be thoughtful. If you take the vaccination, when they come up with it, guys, it's loaded up with heavy metals, a thing called adjuvants, mercury, aluminum, things that activate the immune system. It's not the dead bug. It's not the dead virus. It's not the dead COVID that's activating the immune system. It's the adjuvants. And the adjuvants are dangerous. They're toxic. They're poisonous. We are live beings, and you're injecting something dead into our body with all the preservatives and all the different things. There's, in the general flu shot, there's immunotoxins, which damages the immune system. You have immune toxins, you have cancer-causing agents. Hell, ethylene glycol, that's freaking antifreeze. Don't feed the dog antifreeze, leave it out because it's sweet. They drink it, they would die. And yet we're injecting it into our bodies. Herd immunity, but only if you're strong and powerful. And how do you do that? By applying the principles that I've taught you here today. All right, so secret code. You guys ready? Here it is, right here. Hold on. I got to change something here so you guys can see better. I'm going to make me bigger and you, the thing, smaller. All right, so there's the secret code right there. Okay, hold on. Let me get it where it's supposed to be. There we go. Secret code is well-adjusted. So well-adjusted, all you got to do in your little thing, where I put the word well-adjusted, you now have the secret code. It's like fun, right? So remember, secret code, so you can get the discounts. And it applies to not only the supplements we talked about today, it can apply to anything that we do in our office, our nutritional protocols, from the blood, urine testing. It includes massage sticks. It includes gray bag, orthotics, everything. All that's included except for the actual testing of the stuff. All right. So what do we got to do? We talked about this at the beginning. You're going to, if you haven't done so, do so now. Jot form for the supplements. Put in your supplements that we talked about if you wrote them down. Okay. The jot form for the voucher. This is the shareable. If you are a guest on this line right now, click on the voucher, enter your own name, and guys, we'll get you that appointment so you can get your body checked and get you moving in a healthy, corrective chiropractic direction. Okay. We're going to make sure we put that data in there. Make sure you use the secret code. And guys, everything is on sale. Forward the voucher to your friends. Guys, I can't say it enough. I am fed up. I'm sick and tired of people not being healthy. It frustrates me. It makes me crazy. It makes me insane. I want to make sure that everybody in our little world, our chiropractic world here, is healthy. So how are we going to do that? We got to help others. Stop being selfish and keeping this to yourself. It's time to serve. It's time to save. I'm over it. We need to stop thinking, oh, my friends might not be into it. Hey, if you don't have an immune system, you're not going to be into it because you're going to be gone. So guys, share that voucher. If you don't know how to do what we're doing, if you're all confused, come into the office, give me a voucher, give me 10 vouchers, and we'll share them with friends. We got to get people healthy. Immune strengthening bundle. There she is. There'll be a link on that one. So if you want to order this one online and not come in, that's fine. That's a way to do it. Adrenal Calm, Greens First, Optimal Omega, Vitamin C, and then your detox system. That's going to be your immune strengthening bundle. Now, the immune repair. This is the gut now. We're going to be doing the vitamin D with the probiotics, the gut regenerator, the renew powder, the max GI to kill the bad bugs, and the magnesium glycinate, which supports the liver functions, supports 400 metabolic processes, including helping the gut. So guys, it's time to connect. Now, more than ever, we need to care and we need to share. I hope you learned some things, but I want you to do something. When this program's over, I want you to send this program to everybody. To everyone. And then what you do is set up a watch party. I call it the rerun. I'm in an older generation. Gilligan's Island reruns. I watched millions of them. Have your friends watch the rerun with you. Have discussions about it. Ask questions. Ask me questions. Whatever it is that it takes. Next webinar, the COVID 15 pounds. Okay. Why are we doing a COVID 15? There's no such thing as COVID 15. The purpose is COVID 15 pounds that you've gained because you're hunkering down, not going to the gym, not doing the things we talked about. So it's coming up July the 7th at 6:30 p.m. Make sure you put that in your telephone so it's in your calendar. Also, if you have not done so, make sure you like us on Facebook so we can get all of our material when we pop in live and post things. You can learn. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, or excuse me, our YouTube channel. And you're going to click on the bell icon to make sure that you get notifications when we're online. Okay? There should be another link on there. Okay. And this link are the top 10 immune boosting foods. Okay. Now, many of these we talked about at the last seminar, but I'm going to breeze through these. If the link isn't there, just take a photo of this. Citrus foods. Again, mommy was right. Vitamin C, vitamin C, vitamin C. Bell peppers, vitamin C, vitamin A, and vitamin D, which activates the immune system. Broccoli, A, C, and E. And vitamin E is an antioxidant. It scavenges up all those free radicals. Vitamin C is going to boost the immune system. E is going to grab up all those free radicals. Garlic has something in it called allicin, which is a derivative of sulfur. Now, the old-fashioned, this is years ago, they used sulfa drugs, and the sulfa actually kills bacteria, okay, and parasites and the like. So the garlic in there. Ginger, anti-inflammatory. Remember, use it after the first 24 hours of infection. Spinach, loaded vitamin C, vitamin A. Almonds, vitamin E, more scavenging. Sunflower seeds, magnesium, magnesium, magnesium. The Greek yogurt. Now, I want you to be careful when you're looking. You have to have the one that's cultured, but you want to avoid acidophilus now. We're finding more and more because we have a microbiome, not one bug. That's not acidophilus. But the problem is when the science came out, they found the acidophilus and said, oh, acidophilus. So everybody jumped on it for marketing, right? Well, now we're getting acidophilus overgrowth, which is pushing out the other healthy bacteria that we need to do. So you want to have a diverse culture. And that's why we use in our office many, many different varieties of probiotics. And you should always be changing them around. And turmeric, it's the same stuff that the spice helps to boost your immune system. Now we have something called Tumero in our office, which is activated turmeric. If you're going to be using turmeric, the actual spice, you've got to use black pepper with it to activate it to make sure it's working. Okay? Guys, I hope you learned a few things. I hope you figured out that I'm not as crazy as I might appear. I mean, I sometimes think maybe I am insane. I am crazy. But the more I learn, the more I study, the older I get, the more I find out, boy, we really have some answers here. And so I want to encourage you, watch party, share the voucher, pick up the supplements, guys. This was fun. Yeah, entertaining. Who cares? If you don't take action, it's not going to mean anything. Guys, I love you all. If I forgot anything right now, I don't know. So if anybody's in the office right now and I forgot something, quick, run in here and tell me. Otherwise, I'm going offline. I appreciate and love you all. Thank you all for watching, and I appreciate you. Have a great night.